Oh, honey, brace yourself because Meghan Markle is not just annoyed, she's fuming. Not simmering, not mildly irritated. I'm talking full, boiling over, teapot whistling, steam coming out of her ears kind of mad. And why? Because Victoria Beckham, yes, that Victoria, just snatched Meghan's Netflix crown right off her perfectly coiffed head. Let's set the scene. Netflix, the same streaming giant that once rolled out the red carpet for Meghan and Harry, the same platform that wrote them those big fat checks, has now crowned a new queen. And surprise, surprise, it's Victoria Beckham. Her reality series Beckham didn't just arrive. Oh no, darling. It exploded. It was everywhere. Red carpet premieres, glamorous photo ops, billboards plastered from London to LA. It was the event of the year. Meanwhile, Meghan's passion project, With Love Meghan, couldn't even crawl into the top 10. Netflix gave it such little attention you'd think they were embarrassed it existed. Barely a sneeze in her direction. And Meghan, she was absolutely livid. Because in her mind, Netflix had betrayed her. She's convinced they poured more love, more budget, and a truckload more publicity into Victoria's show. But here's the tea, and it's scalding. She's right. But it's also her own fault. Netflix didn't play favorites out of spite. They went where the real story was. Victoria didn't show up hiding behind filters and a brand message. She came raw, funny, elegant, real. She let the cameras in, her home, her family, her fashion empire, even her painful struggles with eating disorders. She showed her life with the kind of vulnerability that makes people feel something. And that's exactly why the world fell in love. Now Meghan, bless her heart, gave us the glossy version of authenticity. Perfect lighting, check over rehearsed smiles, double check. Not a hair out of place, not a flaw in sight, and God forbid anyone see the inside of her actual home. Her vibe was less girl next door and more CEO of pretending to be relatable. And in today's world, people can smell fake faster than perfume in an airport duty-free. Authenticity is the new luxury, and Victoria sold it better than any handbag she's ever designed. But oh darling, this Netflix battle wasn't just a ratings war. It was a grudge match years in the making. Once upon a time, before the tears, the titles, and the tell-alls, Meghan and Victoria were actually friends. Yes, you heard that right. Shopping trips, dinner parties, cute little celebrity brunches, the whole glitzy friendship fantasy, until it all went up in royal flames. Word on the Windsor grapevine is that back when Meghan was still living in Kensington Palace, she accused Victoria Beckham of leaking stories about her to the press. And let me tell you, that hit harder than a spilled pot of English breakfast tea. Victoria was furious. She hadn't done a thing wrong, and the accusation, completely false. Just like that, the friendship was over, poof, gone, in one icy, fashion-forward minute. From then on, the two women became polite enemies, smiling in public but behind closed doors, circling each other like rival queens in a royal chess game. Fast forward to 2025. Victoria Beckham is Netflix's golden girl. She's elegance personified, self-made, witty, charming. The British public adore her. And Meghan? She's standing in the shadows, clutching her green smoothie, watching Victoria get everything she wanted. The headlines, the praise, the authentic love. And that's when things get deliciously messy. Because Meghan isn't just jealous, she's losing it. When Victoria Beckham walked into her first Netflix meeting, she didn't come with ego, she came with substance. A woman who built her empire from the ground up, took her hits, reinvented herself, and kept walking tall, in 6-inch heels no less. Netflix saw it immediately. They went all in. Full production, global tour, red carpets, massive billboards from London to Los Angeles. Meanwhile, Meghan's team, they got a polite email and a recycled press release. Even worse, Netflix didn't even give her a proper second season. They just sliced her first one into 2 parts and pretended it was new. Ouch. See, Victoria's show had heart. She let the world see her imperfections, her stress before Fashion Week, her goofy moments, her laughter with her kids. It was warm, it was messy, it was human. Meghan's show, on the other hand, it looked like a photo shoot with sound. Everything was perfect. Too perfect. You could practically hear her PR team whispering behind the camera. Netflix didn't betray her. They just chose real over rehearsed. And it's not just about production value, it's about people. When Victoria and David Beckham appear on screen, it's like watching a rom-com that actually worked. They joke, they tease, they love each other. He pokes fun at her poshness, she laughs it off, and the audience melts. Now, cut to Meghan and Harry. Their chemistry? Tense. Awkward. Meghan gives off I'm in charge energy while Harry looks like he's waiting for permission to speak. Victoria leads her team with grace. Let's tweak this a little. Meghan commands hers like a CEO on the edge. Do this. Fix that. It's the difference between connection and control, and audiences feel it. Victoria gives comfort and charm. Meghan gives HR meeting. Netflix knows kindness sells better than command. At the core of this rivalry lies one powerful word: authenticity. Victoria has it, Meghan markets it. Victoria admits her insecurities, her mistakes, her flaws. She laughs at herself, she cries, she fixes her eyeliner mid-scene. She's real, that's confidence, that's power. Meghan, though? Every move feels calculated, every smile rehearsed, every line scripted to perfection. She's chasing flawlessness so hard that she's forgotten what people actually want: humanity. When Victoria talks about fashion, you can feel her passion. She lives and breathes her craft. Even Anna Wintour, yes, the Anna Wintour, called her the real deal. But when Meghan talks about lifestyle, food, home decor, it's like listening to a brochure. It's all words, no warmth. Victoria's life feels lived in. Meghan's feels staged. That's why the world fell in love with one and forgot the other. And deep down, Meghan knows it. That's why she's furious. Because Victoria didn't just take her spotlight. She did it by being real. Oh, you thought Meghan's meltdown ended with Netflix's rankings? Sweetheart, no chance. If she couldn't beat Victoria Beckham, Meghan decided she'd join her, or at least pretend she belonged in the same glittering world. So picture this: Paris Fashion Week, Balenciaga, the creme de la creme of couture, cameras flashing, champagne flowing, everyone dripping in diamonds and high fashion. Victoria Beckham's presence? Expected, celebrated. She's a bona fide fashion icon after all. But then, suddenly, cue dramatic gasp. Meghan Markle sweeps in, dressed head to toe in black and white couture, acting like the runway was rolled out just for her. The crowd buzzed. Wait, was she invited? Turns out, she wasn't. Oof. Receipts came out faster than a paparazzi flash. Balenciaga's creative director himself revealed in an interview, awkward laugh and all, that Meghan had texted him personally to snag a seat. Yes, darling, you heard that right. The Duchess of Sussex was sliding into DMs to get into Fashion Week. And when that clip went viral, the fashion world lost it. Insiders whispered she pushed her way in. Others called it embarrassment in haute couture. Because when you have to beg your way into the biggest event of the season while your rival is being escorted in by the host, that's not glamour. That's desperation with a designer label. The internet, of course, went wild. Memes, TikToks, tweets, everyone comparing the two. Victoria gliding through the front row like royalty. Meghan awkwardly perched at the end, pretending she belonged. It was brutal, but also kind of iconic in its own train wreck way. Now, this Fashion Week stunt wasn't a one-off. Oh no. Meghan's been borrowing other women's identities, like handbags, for years. First, there was Princess Diana. The wardrobe choices, the hand gestures, even the famous head tilt. It was uncanny. Then came Kate Middleton. The color palette, the demure smiles, the tailored coats. Every appearance screamed, single white duchess. And now, she's deep in her Victoria Beckham era. Same sleek hair, same oversized sunglasses, same minimalist outfits with that too cool to smile vibe. It's giving photocopy with a personality crisis. Here's the kicker. Meghan thinks mimicking icons makes her one of them, but really it just makes her look lost. Every new outfit, every pose, every carefully crafted photo screams, "Pick me! I can be her too." Meanwhile, Victoria, she doesn't chase trends, she sets them. She's spent 2 decades perfecting her image. Classy, quiet, and unbothered. Meghan spent 5 years trying to manufacture hers, and the cracks are showing. That's the difference between confidence and cosplay. Just when you thought it couldn't get worse, the universe served Meghan a slice of humble pie, straight out of her own kitchen. It all started when she posted a picture for her new lifestyle brand. You know, trying to give modern Martha Stewart meets Duchess chic. In the photo, she's preserving fruit, smiling like a Pinterest goddess, holding shiny new canning tongs. Except, she was using them upside down. The internet noticed instantly. The rubber grip meant to hold the jars, in her hand. The sharp metal end, clumsily grabbing the glass. People online were like, "Girl, that's not how physics works." Experts even chimed in, calling it unsafe, ridiculous, and honestly, kind of hilarious. But the real sting? That one photo exposed everything critics had been saying for years. Meghan doesn't live the life she's selling. She preaches perfection, but doesn't even know how the tools work. It became a metaphor for her entire brand. A shiny facade with the wrong end of the tongs. It wasn't authenticity, it was acting class on Instagram. While Meghan was busy forcing her way into fashion shows and fumbling fruit jars, Harry was having his own PR nightmare. Word got out that he'd written yet another letter, this time to the UK's new Home Secretary, begging for his royal security privileges back. It wasn't just awkward, it was déjà vu, another episode of the Sussexes and their self-inflicted drama. To King Charles, it felt like betrayal all over again. To the public, it was exhausting. People were whispering, why can't they just stop? And with that, the Sussex brand took another brutal hit. So the next time Meghan Markle logs onto Netflix and scrolls past Beckham, maybe she'll finally understand. You can fake fame, you can fake elegance, but you can't fake real. And that's the tea.